Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. David Orman, and welcome to another episode of the Wellness Shot for the week of March 16th, middle of March. Today's topic is allergies, or more specifically, how to clear, how to get rid of, how to end the suffering of allergies. The most common allergies, actually, the three most common allergies we have are various types of pollen, we have dust mites, and we have pet dander. They are common in any and every part of the country, more so in the Sun Belt, but they are very, very common. A lot of people suffer from them, and from about now until early part of June, I'll be seeing a ton of people for that specific issue. The good news is there are a lot of things that a person can do to prevent these issues, and there are a lot of things that can be done to help treat these issues if one is suffering from them. The three most common solutions are number one is the HEPA filters. They have come down in price significantly. Yes, they do work and they work quite well. Putting one in each of the major rooms will be very, very beneficial for filtering the air and just general cleaning. Number two is raw honey, consuming that on a daily basis. But make sure this is one you want to write a note on. Make sure the honey that you purchase, the locally grown honey, contains the pollen not only of plants but also of trees. Let me say that again. Not only of plants but also of trees. It is common to have plant-based, but not so much to contain both. And yet there are a number of trees, such as wild oaks, that people are very, very sensitive to, a lot of them. Last but not least, this is a fun one. This is an entertaining one, and it's also quite an effective one. And it comes from primarily Japan. You ready? Quail egg therapy. Yes, quail egg therapy. It is very, very commonly used where a person will consume 1 to 3 quail eggs on a regular basis per week. And that helps to block histamine and helps to reduce the symptoms and reactions from allergies. It is very common in Japan and also parts of Europe. And if you can find it here in America or wherever you may live, it can be very, very beneficial. Where it's not easy to find, these next substances are in fact easy to find and are quite effective. One of my favorite herbs is called stinging nettle, or sometimes you'll see it as stinging nettle leaf. And it is also a natural antihistamine. It helps to block various types of histamine receptors and also helps to reduce inflammation in the nasal passage. It comes in a capsule form, easy to take. There no side effects that I am aware of, and I'm trying to think. I don't think I've had anyone actually experience any side effects. There are some benefits to it. Those, in addition to the allergies relief, there are people who have had digestive issues that has helped significantly. There are people who have had immune problems, and it helps to elevate the immune system as well. But in this case, the stinging nettles very, very good for both prevention and for relief in case a person actually is experience it. There's also a substance called natrum. It's spelled Natrum and is what's known as Schussler cell salt. Schussler, SCHU with the umlaut, I believe they call it, the two dots, SSLER. Yes, high school German. I knew it would come in handy one day. Cell, CELL, salt. SALT. And they look like little white sugar capsules, and they're a specific branch of homeopathy. One day I'll do a whole clip on them because they're the most underappreciated and undervalued substances in that world. And it is fantastic it is a natural remedy. It is a safe remedy. Most people have not heard of it, but it is excellent for the symptoms, for alleviating symptoms that people experience with allergies, watery eyes, congestion, nasal congestion, coughing, sneezing, etc. It is fantastic. The key is to use it correctly. When a person starts experiencing the symptoms, you take a couple under the tongue, let it dissolve. Do not drink coffee for 1 hour afterwards, otherwise you will antidote it. After you take the substance, don't drink coffee for an hour. You let it take action in the body. And if you begin to, you know what, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. It could be a lot better, but as long as it's a little better, do not take any more. If after 2 or 3 hours, you know what, I don't feel any difference, then you take another dose. And again, no coffee for an hour. Let it work in the system for a couple, 2, 3 hours. And once you start to feel better, discontinue the use of it. So in other words, it kicked in the body's natural healing mechanism so that and don't get in the way of it. Don't More is not better. That's one of the tricky keys with homeopathy and particular Schussler cell salt, which is a mouthful. But those are the major ones. Again, you have hep the HEPA air filter. I almost forgot the name. Simple, locally grown raw honey, which also contains the tree as well as the plant pollen. If you can get the quail eggs, but not real likely. So you would switch gears to stinging nettle and the Schussler salt, and it is number 8. You'll see it on the label. Schussler cell salt number 8. Natrum mur is the full name. Natrum, Natrum, mur, mur, period. Thank you for listening. Do me a favor, please like and subscribe. It really helps me feel better as well as build this channel so I can present more information like this. I really appreciate it. Thank you, and I will see you next week.